17, I did attempt to commit suicide. Had it not been for dance, I don't think I would have survived that. My first performance, I remember being so nervous that I would either forget the choreography or make a fool of myself. But then there's this feeling when the lights quiet down and you can hear the audience settling down, and that just felt right. It felt like I was about to talk and people were about to listen. That's when it clicked for me. Growing up for me, I didn't really see much dances that amounted to big success that were from my background, yet alone culture as well. And it was a bit scary in the beginning because I per se was kind of pushing towards something that I wasn't sure was going to work out. And then at 17, I had to convince my mom or my dad at the time, who had very academic goals for me, that I'm going to step away from that and I should pursue what I think I'm destined to do. Ballet was the only time that things didn't feel forced, that things felt natural. And having to move away from what my parents deemed as success to now bringing a new idea and saying, this is what I think I was born to do. Well, for my mom changed when she saw the pleasure and joy ballet brought, as well as the development and growth. Because prior to that, I was a full-on nerd. I used to walk with a humpback, and the one thing she'd always complain about was like, could you hold an upright back? Like, you look like you're about to kiss your toes. And within like a few months into dancing, she started noticing a very more pulled up David. For my dad, it was more he didn't see it succeeding. My dad had his ways. My dad is a police officer and he's from Johannesburg and he's Tonga. So with his culture, things were seen as either you succeed to police officer, which in case he did, or you proceed to something that society deems as successful, your doctor, your lawyer. And that's the way he saw me. So me bringing out ballet shoes, he was like, no. You're not doing this, so we're not talking about it. In the beginning of my childhood, I had a very decent and very loving and nurturing childhood. But then within my teens, it became very abusive, physically, emotionally, and my mom was always the shield. When my dad got drunk or got into his element, he would use home as a boxing bag. So that's where I lost my sense of empowerment or power. I lost my voice, and I think within that time I also lost direction. 17, I did attempt to commit suicide. There was a period whereby I wasn't living at home due to the situation at home, and that was within my last 2 years of high school. When I came to, I remember the first thing thinking about was, what's Miss Manual going to say? You missed 3 days. And it was also wanting to know, wait, what is the time? Can I still make it to the dance class? My late ballet teacher, Miss David Maluleka, plays a tremendous role in my life up to today because she not only introduced this new art form to me, but she also introduced a new me to me. Because prior to that, I don't think I felt the way I feel about myself today. And it's only because of the growth of ballet and the impact of ballet that I'm growing into this me. I was always tall in a ballet class as well. I'm always the tall one. And at times it becomes an obstacle because sometimes shorter people tend to move faster. And I'm just like, I can't keep up. And she's like, no. But then tall people are normally princes in a ballet. And also, that's where you should be looking at, not limitation, but what you could mount to. And that just opened up the possibility to things being endless or limitless. Just for me, it inspires me to push even more because I always want to find out where are my limits. And she's always believed that, look, you can go all the way. So it's the believing, also the molding. She also installed or taught that one carries how to carry yourself and how to do what's right or what feels right to you and not what others deem as right. Because following someone else doesn't make it right. But if you know and believe that it's right, it is right to you and therefore it is right. And that principle implied in my work, that was the difference, especially in ballet, the difference between cheating a move or doing it properly. Because just because it looks right doesn't mean it's right. But if you do it right, it just brings about growth. What does it take to become a professional dancer? A lot of work. It takes passion. That's number one. Like, I feel like if you don't love this, there's no point because it demands a lot. You are in constant pain. You constantly have to find motivation to get up every single day and push past your limit the day before. And on bad days, that's easier said than done, trust me. But what it implants is confidence and strength because it takes power to be able to execute every single day and constantly prove to yourself that I can do better. That's not my limit. I can push more. There has to be a hunger. If you say you want to dance. Whether you fall on the floor, you get up. Everybody loves to have a good laugh. You get up and you do it again. So that, even when there's resistance, even when there's a no, even that where there's a you can't do this or you're not good enough, that will fuel the little delusion that I think I have in order for me to keep on pushing. And I'm a firm believer of if you are in the room, then you deserve to be in the room. And we'll make the most of that. I don't want to let life determine who I am or what I amount to. Why can't I dream as big as I dream and actually achieve them? And I believe it's possible.